What you doing?
Oh, hey, what's up, man? Just working on this chair.
Can't touch it?
No, no, please don't touch it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It looks comfortable.
No, 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 don't touch it.
I'm gonna touch it. All right, everybody. Well, I guess Eddie hits the theme song. Welcome everyone to Rec Room Late Night. It's a weekly show where I interview content creators here in Rec Room, and we answer some comments as well, like this one from Cha Cha Saki, and it is on what video is this on? This is on The Agent, the video. I worked really hard on the intro, so go check it out. This is, let's see, he says, "Hey, I was just wondering, what is your stream schedule, and do you ever play with fans?" So one, I do play with fans all the time, and I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Rec Room is on Wednesday and Friday. So now that we've got that out of the way, today we've got a special guest, Landon. He's made some really cool rooms in Rec Room, and he makes some really cool and what looks like complicated things in Rec Room. So I wanted to have him on today, so he could just talk about all that stuff. How you doing, Landon?
I'm doing well.
I like what you have on, the mafia suit thing, and purple's my favorite. Does it only come in purple?
I think there are a couple other ones, but I gotta go with the branding, so I gotta stick with the purple. I wish there was a purple like business suit, but there's not.
Oh, dude, yes. That's like a coincidence. Purple's like my favorite color. Like if I had the money, I would pay for the purple hair and have like the purple everything. So that's awesome, dude. Let's see. So the thing. Okay, so I first found you on Instagram. I don't know. Somebody followed somebody, and we, whatever. And I saw you posted a picture of the wave machine, I believe it's called, right? So yeah. Can you kind of explain what that is to the viewers?
Sure, yeah. So the wave machine is like it's a game engine that allows players to create their own wave shooter games. It's really, really complicated for those that have tried to make a wave shooter and experiment with the kind of new spawner gadget. Mm-hmm. It can be pretty tricky keeping score and finishing a wave and all of that. And so what I wanted to do was create something so that not only something that makes wave shooters, but something that's easy for beginner builders to make wave shooters. So it's a system of just plugging in and playing, mm-hmm. and then just a few customizable things that can be really complicated, or it could be really simple. It's really up to you.
Well, not only that, so you made that, and then I saw there was another one, and we'll talk about that later. But so you use that. I'm assuming you made some rooms that are kind of based on that, right?
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see. My second room that I published was the first one. It was a cyber junk simulator, and then that was kind of the first iteration. And if you look at the, I think there's a post on Instagram that I shared some of the circuitry behind it, and it's just a giant mess. I mean, there's just wires everywhere.
So, dude, like it can't be
it's nasty.
Like, yeah.
And then from there, I went to I made Golden Trophy Simulator.
Okay.
And that was kind of Wave Machine 2.0, and then at that point, that's whenever I put it all together to make the final Wave Machine. And then I released a couple of weeks ago. It was Jumbotron Elite Trainer, and that one has the final Wave Machine attached to it. Okay. There's also Wave Machine Simulator, but I don't really consider that as a room. Mm-hmm. But it was featured, I think, last week. But that's a room where you can actually go and try out the wave machine. You have maker pen access, and you can actually play around with it and make your own game and see what it's like before you buy it.
Okay, so do they currently have it? Because I remember seeing a comment somewhere about them charging money for inventions. Are you in the group of people that they're allowing to charge for inventions?
Yeah, I think there were a few people that I guess reached out to the devs and suggested me, and they brought me in after a few, like maybe about a month of them doing that. Mm-hmm. And I was very, very fortunate, but I think it was the wave machine that caught their attention and they wanted to bring in. So yeah, that one's still for sale at the moment.
I mean, that was because I can't, and like you said, we'll talk about that in a second. But it's in this nice like little package, you know what I mean? And well, we'll get back to that in a second. But you must, I have to ask, you must do something like with programming or something to like have all of that, because I imagine, like you said, it was really, really complicated. So
Yeah. Well, you know how it can get pretty complicated. You can easily make things pretty complicated here, but. So yeah, my background is not so much with development. I have a lot of experience developing. I released a couple iOS apps, but that was like 7 or 8 years ago, and they were only out for a year, and then I didn't renew my license. But for me, coding and programming has been a way to achieve something that I'm trying to achieve. Mm-hmm. I don't really learn enough about it to make something big. I just learn enough about it to accomplish whatever goal that I have.
Okay, well, man, it's really awesome, and I said it, or I don't know if I ever like mentioned it to everybody, but he has a YouTube channel. What is the name? Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
At this point in time, it's Landon Rec Room. Probably the easiest way to find it could be searching one word, Landon Rec Room, or searching for Disc in a Box, because that's the most popular one.
Okay. And I mean, I recommend, I don't usually do that, but I really recommend you guys go check out his channel, because I mean, even the production value on the videos is great. He has like this little intermission thing that you do where it's like, I don't know where you put it, probably like a minute or 2 minutes in, where you'll do like a trivia question, and that's really awesome too. Like I just really when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's really cool. Like, it's a way to engage the audience in a cool way.
I appreciate that.
But anyway, we're going to go to the first commercial break here. Before we go there, let's do the next comment, which is on, let's see, it's from Faith, which is F-A-1-T-H, so no I, and it's on Castaway Tycoon. He says 1.33k subs, but it took 6 months to get 11 likes. I'm confused. Well, there's two reasons for that. Number one is that it's a really old video. It was probably put out when I had like 400 subscribers. And then also the quality is not super great. You know what I mean? I did kind of a crap job editing it. But anyway, we're going to go to commercial break. All right, welcome back. We're going to do the next comment here. This is from Mattelcar. I don't know how to say that. Mattelcar, I guess. And it is on the Call of Karen video, which is not that great. But he just says, all he says is underrated. And I don't know if that is saying that the video is underrated or that the game is underrated. Because I did rate it on Steam. It was not good. It was like the story was just way too drawn out and way too long, and as a first game, I can appreciate that it took a while to do, but it just was not fun. It was very repetitive and whatever, so I don't quite know what he means. But anyway, let's go back to interviewing Landon here. Since you're building, you know, all of this stuff, have you read the developer blog at all?
Oh yeah, anytime I get those announcement updates on Discord, and I'm clicking on it immediately.
You know, I don't follow the Discord very closely, but anyway, what do you think about the version 2, the AI stuff coming out?
Oh, the Circuits V2 stuff?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm super excited about that. It looks much more like I guess a traditional development.
It looks like almost like you have your
interface.
your module thing and you take a wire to it, like somehow, or at least from the small pictures that I saw.
Like, it looks like they're trying to do a combination of the physical interaction and the newer style or something like that. But from my understanding, it looks like we're going to get a lot of the more fundamental, like, programming things, like variables, being able to define certain things, and hopefully we'll get a lot more information, a lot more data, like player information and stuff like that. But also the separating the ink cost Oh man, that's going to be great.
Wait, hold on. So real quick, I do want to explain to them. So in version 2, if you haven't read the developer blog, they're going to make it to where. So recently, you could get access to the NPC, or not the NPCs, the enemies basically. But they're going to make it to where you'll be able to choose what kind of their vision cone, like what makes them go off or whatever, and like how soon they hear you, or how soon they stop following you. You can set their path on how they, where they go and everything like that. Dang, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to explain what they're going to do and how much it should change things. Like you can make full-blown missions, or you might have to like sneak around enemies or something like that. So I think it's a really cool thing there. Okay, so I forgot to ask you, but what is your favorite room here in Rec Room?
Yeah, that's tough. So I would say Rec Room Originals. I would say my favorite one is probably laser tag now. It used to be paintball, but now I think I frequent laser tag pretty much every day. As far as like custom rooms go, I think my favorite one is probably the Urban Loft from Crafty Sponge. It's just a small hangout space. It's nothing super fancy, but the detail and the quality of it is amazing. And she even took it beyond this little space and created the environment outside of the loft, so you see the buildings and whatnot. And yeah, I think it's a pretty inspiring piece.
I have to go check it out. Urban Loft. I've probably been there at one point. I just don't remember it, but I'll have to go check it out. Have you ever seen the Jules Verne room?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely a great one.
I was really surprised when I saw it for the first time. But anyway, so how long have you
There's
been
so
on
many.
Are there really? There's a lot of. What do you have any? So it kind of sounds like you're actually kind of embedded in the community a little bit, right?
Well, I try to be, yeah. But to kind of answer what you're about to ask me there, I've been playing since 2016.
Oh, so like when it came out.
Oops. Just about. I think it was October 2016 was when I first got on.
Wow. So I mean,
it was back when it was Vive only though, so it was before Rift days.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I think I don't remember if it was pre-Sandbox Machine, but I definitely don't remember much building or custom. There weren't any custom rooms at the time, at least not from what I was aware of.
Wow, I think I joined in 2018 or something like that. So I mean, it came a long way from 2018 to now. I can't imagine how much it must have changed from 2016. It's a completely different game, I bet.
Oh yeah, it's many different games now.
Yeah, that's very true. It is many different games. Now, are you, because you're working or you did the Wave Machine, and there was one more that I saw that you made. I don't remember what it was. But then, are you working on anything new that you could sneak peek?
Yeah, so you're probably thinking of the Whack-A-Board, which I released 1 week ago. That's the other game engine that I have. Right now, as far as game engines, no, I don't have anything else going on. I actually built the Whack-A-Board, the first model of it. That was the first thing that I built here in Rec Room, and then I kind of returned to it after the Wave Machine and kind of made it more accessible for people. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm not planning on doing any more game engines at the moment until we start getting more of the Circuits V2, so that I can, see what the potential is with that. I just don't really see much of a point.
Yeah, I understand.
It's probably coming out tomorrow. Who knows? It's either this week or next week. So.
Oh yeah, they never put a date on it, did they?
Well, they on the AMA a few days ago they mentioned that it should be in the early August, which
is now.
Is right now.
Okay, so they could be updating it now, and I don't know.
Right? Yeah, could be tomorrow. Who knows?
So I saw this room that was Ink. Is that what is Ink?
Yeah, so Ink is I don't know what Ink is yet, but it's a small it's a kind of our group. Megan and I have started, my partner. We build the rooms together, and our plan is to bring more creators in and kind of the point of Ink Inc. is to help inspire the creator community, to kind of show them, you know, what is possible and try and create a vision for Rec Room in the future and help make sure that Rec Room becomes that thing, if that makes sense. But
like Rec Room
it hasn't. Oh yeah, absolutely, and that the creators succeed.
Well, that's really cool, man. That's really awesome. I saw that and was kind of confused. Like, I just saw it and I didn't really know what it was. I think I've heard of one other group of people doing that, but they have like a website and everything. But I don't remember.
Yeah, there are a few. A lot of people also on doing stuff with Patreon, looking for supporters on Patreon and stuff like that. And you know, those are the types of creators that we want to help support. You know, those that are trying to be in Rec Room more frequently, and because Rec Room needs it, you know, in order for it to succeed in the future. I think we need a lot of really good creators, a lot of motivated and inspirational creators. And so hopefully Ink Inc. can help
make that happen.
Help fuel that, be the force behind it.
Okay, because there's going to be, I know that, I don't know when it comes out, but Facebook has their own, like, I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it seems very similar. I don't know how similar when it comes to creation stuff, but just the small preview I saw, it was very similar to Rec Room. And I was like, ooh, I don't like that.
You know, yeah, man. Just imagine the controversy behind privacy with Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you're inside of a VR headset that can track your eye movements and whatnot, you know.
Well, the PlayStation VR, I don't think can do that. Maybe version 2.
Not yet.
Yeah, that would be weird. I watched Player One yesterday, or Ready Player One. Have you ever seen that?
Oh man, I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole thing though.
It's kind of like, well, I don't know if, did you ever read the book?
I didn't know.
Okay, all right. So it's basically, the whole movie is just like, you know, you're stuck in this VR, not stuck, but a lot of people live in the VR world to escape the real world, basically. And you know, people even have entire jobs that are based in the VR world. And this company was like, oh, cool. So once we hack the main game, real quick, the creator died. He locked up the main game for people to find so that companies couldn't do things. Because once the company people were like, once we find out how to unlock it or whatever, we can take up 80% of their visual space with ads. And it was like, ugh, like that, it already looked bad. But Nathan, thank you for being on today. I really appreciate it. We're gonna do one more comment before we go. All right, so this is from Hooded Farmer, and it's on the PC Building Simulator game. I really like that game. I hope I get to play it again one day. And he says, I've done that so many times already, it's not even funny. And I had the same question you had. What the hell is a VRAM? Do you know what a VRAM is?
It's video memory.
It's RAM, but it's random access memory, but it's for your graphics card. That's about the best answer I can give, because I don't really know what that means.
I think memory is like having several different, how many things can it do at the same time, something like that. And so a graphics card with higher VRAM can obviously do more. But that's about all I know.
I feel like they want a more specific answer, but I don't have that answer. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everyone, for the last comment of the night. This is from Ethan Curie. I think that's how you say his name. And it is on the Apex Legends stream that we did. I can't remember if it was this Thursday or Thursday before that. But he says, okay, 1, did the stream go well? Yes, that stream went pretty well. I was pleasantly surprised. I love it when an Apex Legends stream goes good, because I miss playing that game as much as I used to. 2, is Apex free? Yes, it is completely free. They have microtransactions, but you don't really need them just to be able to play the game. And lastly, 3, what time did it start streaming? So that time is the same as the Thursday stream is the same as the other streams at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That one I think got started a little bit late because we had some issues with the microphone and stuff. I'm streaming through a PC when I do that. So anyway, if you want to join the Thursday streams, feel free to join those. Anyway, it's time for the channel update. Also, the insane person who was here earlier, Landon, he bought me permanent purple hair dye. Dude, that's awesome. I've wanted purple hair ever since they put this in here, and I've just never bought it. So thank you, you crazy person. I appreciate it. Let's do the channel update here. Last week, what was it? 1,306, I think it was. So this week, 1,343. That is 37 beautiful new people here on the channel. Thank you everyone for joining me here. Sound off in the comments if you're a new person. If you did like the show, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be back next week. Have a good day, everybody. theRCLman out. I love the purple hair.